Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Shelby's got this countdown in Spanish that I actually can do that. And
Muy bueno.
Yeah. No comprende el español. Let's don't get into
Taco
that.
Bell.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome. John Gordon has stepped in to help us out from Ducks Unlimited, and Gene Smith, and of course, and Dave Gabbard is on the line from Lexington as our co-host. And a big event we tried to help publicize as best we could on Outdoors with Larry Ray, because we think a lot of the tradition of that event, and that's the World Championship of Catfishing, held out of Crump, Tennessee, out of the TWRA ramp down there. And we've got J.R. Sweat on with us this morning to kind of give us a recap, because it looks like, J.R., that there was some big fish caught. So, first of all, good Saturday morning to you. And
good morning to you and your co-host there, Larry.
Let's talk about it now. I see the Damian Clark and his team won 121.20 pounds of catfish. Now, so how many fish was that?
That was a total of 5 fish.
5 fish.
Right.
Wow.
I allow 2 over 34 inches, and the rest of them are unders.
Yes.
And the neat thing about Damien and his team was they did not have a chance to pre-fish.
Come on. They did?
Yes, sir. They came straight down from Owensboro.
Okay.
And registered Friday night and put the boat in the water. And Larry, it was
magic.
It was magic.
Yeah.
It was magic. He weighed in. He called me at 11:30. He said, "I've got an over that I think is weak." He said, "Can I come in and weigh?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes, sir. Come right on in and weigh." And I told him, I said, the way we do it, if you got one that, rather than hurting or killing the fish, bring him in, weigh him, we'll throw him loose, and then you can go back out and catch you 4 more.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I've got 5."
So he brought it in. So what was their big fish for that team?
They were second in big fish category. Their big fish was like 49 something, 49 and change.
Well, I mean, we're talking about a 5 fish limit, 121 pounds.
And no pre-fishing.
And no pre-fishing. Well, that just blows smoke on everybody that thought they had to spend a lot of time out there. This may be the new deal here,
Well, Damien's motto was that he doesn't fish with heads or chunks or skipjack.
Yeah.
He goes for broke.
And
they fish with whole skipjack, and that's what they do.
Wow. And of course, we're talking about an event. How old is it now, JR?
This was the 83rd year.
83 years. And we were kind of talking about beforehand about what it might take to win. I don't think we were shooting for 120. I mean, we know there's some big fish in there, but when you can average what they average for 5 fish, that's pretty consistent then.
That's pretty consistent. It is.
Yeah.
I think I picked around 110 pounds.
I think you did, and I picked 105. Okay.
105, and we got showed up, didn't we?
We did get showed up, and the thing about it is that second place went to 2 well-known Mid-South anglers that we all know as Tim Haney and Phil King. Bless their heart, they came in at 117 pounds and .80 and still finished second. I bet.
Still finished second.
Yeah,
right.
that would have won what we thought would be the winning catch.
It sure would have.
For them, and that's, of course, those guys are out of Corinth, and, of course, I fished with both of them, particularly Phil King, and he is the catfish king just about there in your area. So
I think he's a 5-time world champion.
He is, and really a super guy and a great ambassador for your sport. And I know, Dave, you're living up in Lexington and things along that line, but you think about the fisheries that we have, and they were fishing from where, JR? What, from where to where?
From the state line in Pickwick Lake back to the dam and as far up the Tennessee River as they wanted to go.
How far?
They were allowed to trailer, and they were allowed to put in any boat ramp in Hardin County. And the reason we stopped it at the state line is to try to keep them from running all the way down to Wilson, down to Florence.
Yeah. Okay. So they weren't going into Mississippi.
No.
And this was in Tennessee only, just about.
That's correct. Tennessee waters only.
So they were using whole skipjack. Is that what you said? I mean,
Damian Clark and his team were using whole skipjack.
I wonder. That'd be sore the next day. I mean, that's chunking in it, particularly bringing up fish like that. And but let me give you the rest of them here. Third place went to Lewis Miller, 112.40. So there's another one over our weight limit right there, JR.
That's right. He's from Lyles, Tennessee.
Lyles, Tennessee. David Woolley, 99.60 from Henderson, Tennessee. There you go, Dave Gabbard. Henderson, Tennessee. Okay.
Dave, you may know Dave Woolley.
Yeah, anyway, he got fourth place. Fifth place went one of my favorite names, Trapper Salazar. Okay, from St. Charles, Iowa. Okay, 96.8. Female angler. How about this, guys? From Lebanon, Kentucky, Carla Duff, 36 pounds. 36 pounds. Yeah.
That is Steve Douglas's daughter.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Youth angler, Bryson Matlock. Is that any kind of Ricky?
That is Ricky's nephew. That is Jerry Duck Matlock. That's his grandson.
Oh my God.
He's a two-time winner for the Youth Award.
How old is he, you think? What is he?
He's 15 years old.
And so he caught a 28-pounder out of Adamsville. Big fish. Here we go. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to ask you guys. All right, give me what you think might have been the big fish for this tournament. John Gordon, what do you think?
Let's see. If 49 was second, I'm going to say 57.
57. Gene?
We have a friend of mine at work. Him and his uncle fish. They call it 70-pound catfish.
Well, what do you think was the biggest catfish?
I'd say probably close to 70 pounds.
All right. How about Dave Gabbard?
52.4.
All right. The winner is Noah Ishcomer. Is that right? Close. Ishcomer from Killeen, Alabama. 63.2 pounds. That's a lot of catfish. And I really like this one. Good for you, JR. They throw in a senior angler. You know, I mean, I'm senior. I'm hitting senior tees, Dave Gabbard. You know that. Senior angler Frank Metter. What is that, Metter? 80, what? How old is this guy?
87 years old.
87 years old out of Corinth, Mississippi. 36 pounds. Wow. Now, the reaction to this from my noted panel of experts here, at 87 years old, he's older than Eugene. He's older than me.
Yeah.
I know he's older than John over there. He's the pup. But 36 pounds. So quite an event there. JR, hats off to you, buddy, for keeping this alive for so many years. And I know you couldn't do it without those sponsors. If you got your list there, you want to name them, I don't mind.
Yes, sir. Tangling with Catfish, Parks Planer Boards, Dragon Master Fishing, Monster Rod Holders, and we couldn't have done it without their participation.
There you go. 28 boats. 7 states. How about that? Furthest away was Iowa. And so tell our listeners out there why you do this, JR. Because you were pretty busy right after that the next 2 days later. So.
Yeah, I do it because I love it. I love the fishing. I love the sport. I love the camaraderie within the catfish community.
Yeah.
I have met over the years with Ken Freeman and Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
I have met so many different people that I'm still friends with today.
Yeah, the late Ken Freeman.
And I started off putting on little bi-weekly tournaments up and down the Tennessee River, trying to introduce people into tournament fishing, and I'm proud to say that it's worked and it's succeeded.
Yeah.
Last year's World Championship winners, Jeff Lovely and Junior Joseph Jr.
Yeah.
Jeff started off 2 years ago in one of my little local tournaments, and now he's the WCC champion.
How about that?
He catches big fish, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of what little contribution I can make to the catfish community.
Well, we got a couple of minutes here, JR. I know this is so close to you, and I appreciate you allowing us to be part of that publicity things. And again, our hats off to Damian Clark and his team that 121.20. And I know those humble guys at second, Tim Haney and Phil King. Anytime you beat those guys, you beat some champs out of that. But
you certainly have.
Yeah, JR, we appreciate you, buddy. And again, you got
appreciate
a Facebook page. You got a Facebook page and everything, right? Tell us about
yes,
this.
Sir.
Yeah.
JR Sweat, my personal page, and then Tennessee River Productions, and then the National Catfish Derby and the World Championship of Catfishing page.
And we hope to get that Derby back next year, don't we, JR?
Yes, sir. Well, a little bit about next year. We're planning on bigger and better.
Yeah.
There's some talk about,
tell me, JR.
About a three-day event and hosting a catfish, some type of catfish conference.
Okay. Well, I tell you, I can't imagine you last in 3 days, JR, because as much as it is. Thank you, buddy. Have a great weekend, and we'll stay in touch. All right, JR?
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you do for me.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, let's take a break. Then we're going to switch it back over to Duck Talk with the Duck Talk man himself. And I'm not going to let him introduce himself, but he will eventually introduce something, I know. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.